let me show you some new stuff that we've been working on. One thing that I can show you first and foremost is this thing. Player station something. This thing? No, customization station. Here we go. Look at this beautiful thing. Oh my goodness, look at it. Oh, it doesn't have a model yet. This is coming in update 21. We are building a new station where we are going to allow you to set your prefix and suffix. Currently in the game, you can get prefixes and suffix by doing the ascension. I want to move these. I think they are a bit bad. And so there will be a station where you can set a bunch of different of these. Some of them are something you have to discover in the game. Some of them are tied to Patreon, and some of them are just unlocked by default. You can also change the color of these. So they have a default color that we configure, and then you can change the different colors. Like this. Very, very simplistic. You can do the suffixes the same, and you can see very, very quickly how you can do stuff. And of course, if you want to search, you can search here. Very nice. And this allows us to have so many more titles than what we had previously. We've also added emblems, which I think is cool. So previously, this was exclusive to the patrons. Patrons will still have their exclusive emblem, but now every gamer will be able to unlock inside the game some emblems for themselves, like the swords, or like the moon, or whatever you want to unlock. And then finally we're adding trails, and these are particle trails that you will emit when you walk around. So you can pick, for example, the heart one. You can make them lime green if you want, and then you can set your emblem to be a heart. If you're big into the heart game, you can make it pink. And then we want the of doom. We want that in a darker green maybe, and then we want the prefix. We want full Iskall 85 of doom with a heart trail, and then close this, and look at that. We got heart trails now as we're walking around. But yeah, just a little cool customization station. This won't cost much or anything, and it will just be like discovery clues. So like reach level 50 and you get like 10 titles, reach level 100 and you get another 10, beat the herald, you get another 10. It won't be anything like game changing or anything, but I just felt for the longest time that like this system is overlooked, it's bad, it's whatever. And now if you want to remove your tile, you can just do that, and boom, it's done. Now let's talk to Frozen Fish, and I want to give some credit to Exploding Dice, who also came up with a lot of good suggestions about the raid room. And I will have to use some blocks, I guess, to show you guys visualize what's happened. So first of all, mobs are now going to be spawning in the area around the center. More precisely, it gives the player 10 blocks to each side where the mobs cannot spawn from the center. So that's how mobs on the ground floor will spawn. Instead of just spawning like anywhere, they will spawn only in like a donut, if you will. Second of all, illagers on the top layer, up here, illagers, archers, will now be able to move. So they will be a little bit more intelligent and track the player and not just be stuck behind a wall. But also, they won't fall, ever, which normally mobs would do in Vault Hunters because they're so aggressive. Third of all, I have changed the room up quite a bit to be better for a game than for looks. So I've lowered the railings on the top layer. I've added ladders to all of the towers, so you can now access all of the different layers inside the raid room. And then finally, we have added a new thing that can appear in proxies. Double everything. And double everything will double everything. It will double the modifiers to the mobs, and all loot. It's a very rare thing, mind you, but it is possible. Should we just test it out? Okay, let's do this. Let's check out the raid upgrade. You can see here, I have changed so that this whole side here and that side there does not have big walls. So like you are threatened by pillagers up here. You can see that I've changed this so you can walk around. I've been thinking a lot about like gameplay versus looks, because a lot of blocks that were in here was placed by builders that didn't really play the game themselves. So they had put a lot of effort into making it look pretty, but I'd rather have it play well first. So that's one change to the structure. Then, as you can see, ladders in every tower. There's also ladders on these little side towers here, so you don't need dash or mega jump. You can get there if you want to. We still have the staircase here. I also cleaned up some garbage down here. There was a lot of like I don't know, a lot of weird stuff here that didn't make any sense. And then bells. I've added bells on the bottom floor in every single direction. So you can use bells. That's probably the biggest change of them all. Oh, this is new as well. Challenge curse active, area of effect. Let's try out pillagers, not because it's the best choice, but to see how they work out. Now they should be threatening the player. You can see up there, he's shooting. They should never fall down. Of course, if they walk out on that trapdoor, they will fall down anyway because they don't think they're falling. There's one guy there. You see they moved into position where they can see the player. Much better. Spawns can fail, by the way, and that's completely normal. It's always been like that. But yeah, you see how they spawn in the sides again? Feels a lot better already. But check this out, like just being able to ring the bells from down here. I mean, I apologize, but how good isn't that? And the fact that they now move around. So if we look at this guy here, right? Take a look at this man here. Yeah, he's now moved into position where he can shoot me. They never did that. They were just frozen in wherever they spawned in. Anyway, Royale time. We have completely overhauled Royale. You need to know the following. It is completely untested. It might be too hard. It might be way too easy. It might be anything. A lot of it needs polishing. Some of it needs rebalancing. Some of it might even need rethinking. But it is a completely new way of playing Royale Vaults. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Crash? It might crash. Yeah, no, it might crash. As I say, completely untested. Okay, here we go. It's bugged out. Unbelievable. It's fine. It's fine. We can fix the bug though. We can fix the bug. Tommy controller. Spawn him in. Delete this item. Then we need to do this. Okay. We got Fireballer, Shotgun, or Stormcaller. We've had a lot of Stormcaller lately. Fireballer would be interesting, but it's a very poor roll. It's only 50 skill points used. Shotgun, I mean, that's kind of what we're playing anyway, but with Scatter Javelin. Go Fireball. Yeah, but we'll try Fireball. Oh, we got the Vendor's Hourglass. I think I'm going to go Elvish Air. I think that's kind of an S tier on Royale Vaults. And, oh, we could go Spellbook. Yeah, let's go Spellbook. We get to select our rewards. These rewards are not changed, by the way. They might need to be updated. We're going to go with the card packs. First thing you saw there, though, that's different is the fact that we no longer have the crown. And I'll explain why in a minute. You can see the top bar needs us to collect what looks like 112 crowns. The first box that you get will always contain a weapon. It will be scrappy. It will always contain a Paxol. It will always contain some hearty apples and food and some blocks. And it will contain a full set of scrappy items. Now, we got super lucky and got a legendary one. But yeah, you will get a full set of scrappy items now. This will always be the same. The gear will be randomly good or randomly bad. We actually got pretty good stuff for Fireball. So that's one big change. We get to start with some things. The second thing is that we will be greeted by these things. These are actually going to be replaced. Instead of being a chair, this will be a little pile. And I'll show you what they do. Now, inside the chests, you will find crown fragments. Nothing else. In special chests like Gilded, Ornate, and Living chests, there will always be 1 to 3 of these per chest. Your job is to collect and rebuild the Royale crown. So now I've got 3 out of 112. So it's kind of like a little scavenger in a way, but there's only 1 item. And of course, your job is also to get better because the ending is very different. Ooh, totem. We might take that. So if you open one of these, oh, we got 2 in that one. That was a very lucky chest. You can see a lot of them are going to be empty. The idea with these changes to Royale is to make you get much faster to playing them. Man, we haven't even had to look for things. We can instantly play here. And we have thorns as well. 4! Wow, okay. As I say, nothing is balanced. The number up there, 112, is taken out of the air. I haven't done any maths or anything like this. So I don't know if it's fair, if it's way too little, if it's good. No idea. Now, if you break something in a Royale Vault, you will actually get the items into your inventory. Nope. You should be getting the blocks into your inventory. That's a bug that we need to fix. You should be getting the items into your inventory so that you can actually break and collect blocks and stuff like this inside. Feels kind of weird with the chests having these things in them, but it will all make sense in a minute. Do you guys like the idea of getting a starting kit? Because it's not my idea. It's like something that you guys have been asking for in the past and I've been against. I don't know if I love it, but I think it's fine. Ores, by the way, also drop crown fragments. So they are also valuable to mine. 23 more fragments. Man, 112 might be a lot. It's weird to see just 1 item in chest, but honestly, I thought this would be more of a feel bad than it is. It feels okay. Oh, there's a throne here. Submit them. Okay, 6 more. 6 more. We got loads of chests here to loot. Come on, man! Okay, we've done it. And, okay, so now I'm going to submit these. Check this out. Throne is active. Reward multiplier. Completely bugged out, by the way. Completely bugged out. It shouldn't be times 18. Basically, what you can do now is you can continue to apply these. And do you guys know every time you've seen a mob that has shot particles up there, there are certain mobs in the vault that are marked with yellow flames. And if you kill them, you get a big boost to the multiplier. And the multiplier is basically timesing the loot that you chose in the beginning. Now 18 times is a bit bugged, but anyway, you click this, and now we have to defeat the Skeleton King. So we click it, and here we go. I don't know if the timer is gonna stop though. It's gonna be sad. Ah, there he is. He's gonna take his head off, okay. And it's making raiding things, okay. Oh, the timer isn't stopping. No! Oh, now he's invulnerable. He's doing stuff. He doesn't have a head. Yes! Oh, there it is, Dylan. And we're dying from the timer. There it is, 2 seconds remaining. So, the boss needs a little bit of finesse for sure. You collect crown fragments to rebuild the Skeleton King's crown, and then you have to fight him for it. The multiplier allows you to go further and beyond if you get very good build. You can find special mobs inside the vault, which obviously there was way too many of right now. That gives you a multiplier, that gives you additional things, and any crown fragments you've collected above the ones that you need will add to that multiplier. And then you get a crate with the stuff that you picked in the beginning multiplied. So, yeah, in this case, I mean, we got 5,000 million booster packs, right? I think, personally, this is a very cool system. It basically now is synergizing with the idea of you building your gear, because there's a boss fight at the end. Are there different bosses in the works? No. There will be one boss lore-wise in the Royale Vault. It will be the Skeleton King that you have to defeat because he is the holder of the crown. I believe a lot in this multiplier thing, but it is a bug that you get the empowered mobs before you've completed the crown. They should appear afterwards, so that you have to start hunting afterwards. And then, of course, as I say, it was completely untested, so is it fair with 112 crown fragments? Right now, I think it rolls between 80 and 120. Is that a good range for level 100? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it needs to be lower, maybe it needs to be raised. It was just a number that I thought in my head is probably fair.